Hi, my name is Zach Globe, just here at FitMetabolism, and in this video I just wanted to briefly go through a quick series or sequences of how to perform certain types of side planks, progression and regression. Same type of thing with the front plank. If you didn't check that out, it can kind of help you out going into the side plank. Side plank's a little harder exercise because it does work at a different plane of motion. It's more working the frontal plane versus the sagittal plane, which is the front plank. The front plank works. So basically, that's another progression I would recommend, is starting off with front planks and then going into a side plank. I want to start off with a bent knee side plank, and same type of thing with a front plank. Is I think people just kind of jump into it and think it's that easy. I always like to give people the best bang for their buck with the exercise. So I think slowing it down and understanding, whereabouts your body's in what positions to get the best results. So basically, I always like to start off with doing the planking on the forearm, take the pressure off the wrists. So basically, I'm going to do a bent knee side plank and then a side plank in a straddle foot position versus the stacked leg position. And so basically, on the bent knee side plank, I'm going to do it from this view as well as a side view. So I'm on my forearm. My knees are on top of each other, and I'm at basically a 90-degree angle with my knees. From here, what I want you to do, and this is a really good exercise if someone has a lot of back pain, if they can perform the front plank first without pain, I would recommend they can try and progress to this. But basically, as you can see, my hips are behind my knees. What I want to do is, when I have my forearm down on the ground, I want a nice kind of locked position of that elbow. Just trying to make sure that and you'll see it from the other view, basically the shoulder and the elbow are vertical over each other. So you're putting all that pressure right into the shoulder in the best possible angle, so you're not going to hurt yourself. But basically, from this position, I want to show you, all I'm going to do is I'm going to stiffen my core as much as I can. Same type of thing I was just saying before with the front planks, is feel the ground. The more you can push your body in the ground, the more you're going to get activation of the muscles you need. So from here, I'm just going to slide my hips forward on the ground, where basically my shoulder, my hip, and my knee are in line, and then pop myself off the ground, and I'm just going to hold that position. I always like my hand up in the air because it helps stabilize the shoulder blades better versus having the hand on the side. That's just my recommendation. So from here, try to push the forearm into the ground as hard as you can. When I'm done, same thing, slide the hips back down and back on the ground. If you're really good at that, then you can go to the straddle foot on your feet. So this position, I'm going to explain why I like to do it from the straddle foot versus the stacked position. Everybody loves the stacked position, but if you ever want to look more research into it, you can look up Dr. Stuart McGill, and he always explains why he likes to do the straddle foot versus the stacked. I'm just going to give you an idea of why I like to do it, but also getting my information from Stuart McGill and seeing some of his seminars, live seminars. So basically, same type of feel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my legs straight. As you can see, the top leg is in front, top foot's in front. I'm going to push into the ground as hard as I can and then pop myself up, making sure that my shoulder, my hip, and my feet are in alignment. Just lock your shoulder blade in and hold up. Now I don't want to twist the hips down or up. Try to keep them facing forward as much as you can. Same thing. Now to make this harder, this is where I like to do the straddle foot position, is you can do a rotation. This is a very athletic exercise, but I'm going to rotate onto my toes, drop my forearm down the ground. So basically my chest, my hips are all facing the ground like my front plank, and then I'm going to transition slowly back to this position. As you see, I'm rotating onto my toes as well. The hard part of this is trying to get the shoulder, my top hip, to rotate perfectly down and coming back up. So now you're not only hitting the frontal plane, which is the side plank, the regular just side plank, you're getting the transverse plane, which is the rotational aspect of it. So you're getting all three planes of motion of your core on this. So basically I'll pop up, smooth transition, take my butt, my top hip, as well as my top shoulder, and try and transition smoothly coming back up and down. And that's where you can make that exercise really hard. So from this side view, you kind of look at where my elbow position is. So I'm going to start with the bent knees on top of each other. So if you can see, I'm going to set that shoulder right away. I don't want to be hunched into that position. So set it. As you can see, this is vertical. I'm not above it, I'm not below it. And then slide the hips forward, lift up, and then hold. Same thing on the side plank on the straddle foot position. Lock the shoulder in, just pop straight up, and then hold. You see my hips are facing forward, not facing down or up. And another thing I think I want to just put in there as a cue is I find people put their hips up way too high. They try and really explode up. Just try and get them where everything's in alignment and the spine's in alignment. If you're trying to lift your hips up too high, you're going to get that banana bend in the spine. So just try not just lift the hips up to the point where you think is comfortable. I think you'll be fine with that. And then the last one, the hardest one, is that transition. So I'm going to rotate, take the hips with me, always keep that tabletop position, slowly transition back to that start position. As you can see, it's a really slow, tough, grueling exercise if you do it right. So there you go, there you have it. There's 3 progression regression exercises for the side plank. Try them out and let me know how you think, and good luck with it.